Hello gamers and welcome to my second matchup in the Steel Division League this season. This time against PhillyMarauder. In game 1 he played with Task Force Butler on Maverick income against my 5th Cav, also on Maverick income, and the map is Krupa. So let's take a look at Philly's deck first. Task Force Butler, quite a good division, and introduced with the free DLC. As you can see, he brings a ton of mortars, radio mortars. I mean, look at that. This is 28 mortars. And they are really good because A, they've got radio, and B, 1800 meter range, which is really good. And rate of fire 27, and then off map. In the Wrecking tab, he brings the Cavalry Scouts. In A phase, they are really good because they've got the bazooka. Then some half-tracks. Saboteurs and traction, they are really good, and with the TNT. It's interesting that he uses the traction in... you don't necessarily need traction in B phase. And then you've got Command d'Afrique, which is also really good with the bazooka. And 10-man radio, really good. Infantry, standard infantry, lots of marquisards in B and C phase, very decent, and CQC infantry with the Molotov cocktail despite the nerf. Tank tab, some Shermans, some light tanks here, M8 Cav, so really fast. Support tab, lots of HMGs already in A phase. Infantry, assault gun in B phase, lots of supply trucks already in A phase. He really wants to use his mortars, it seems. Some AT guns, no bazooka, but he's got lots of bazookas in the Wrecking tab. AA is a bit lackluster, only 4 CGMCs. Air tab, good, very good Wrecking plane, and this for AT. Lots of Hellcats already in A phase, double vetted, and then AT planes in both A and B phase with the Bowfighter. Okay. So this is the deck that I've played. It's also Maverick with some snipers, not that many. You really do a sniper spam with these guys. Some armored cars. Infantry tab is quite full. Lots of units in A phase already, some in B phase, and then C phase Rosiori for the numbers. Tank tab with the looks, and then H-Dukes in B phase. Support tab with the Breda gun, and the Hotchkiss to stop everything, and then also some Schwarzlose. AT tab, they've got the Resita, which is arguably the best, or at least one of the best anti-tank guns. Super amazing rate of fire as well, even smoke. And and then also some M32s double vetted in A phase for the increased rate of fire. So the AT guns together with the Breda were supposed to hold the bridges basically. Lots of AA. I wanted to win the sky as well. Here I've got some mortars. They're not as good as his mortars. Also 1800 meter range but no radio. It's a very decent artillery piece here. Off map comes in a plane, 152 millimeter. It actually has bombs, cluster bombs as well, that I didn't use. Air tab, I've got a cluster bomber. This is the only good fighter you get. I like this Wrecking plane. It has a dual use as a heavy bomber. Super slow though, and then one heavy bomber. Okay, let's jump to the match. So here we are on Krupa. As you can see, the main feature is this river. And there are 1, 2, 3 bridges, and I wanted to secure them with AT guns because I was kind of expecting like a half-track rush or like an light armored vehicle rush rather. I didn't expect that many mortars, to be honest. They are already here. 4 mortars are just here, and this is apparently where he's going to push. In the meantime, PhillyMarauder has played against James as well, both matches, and yeah, it was a draw, so each has won one of the matches. Check out my matches against James, they're already uploaded. Yeah, and yeah, both Maverick, and like I said, my idea is to play it defensively, win the sky, because I knew he lacks AA with this division. As you can see, it's a very defensive deployment here, and I was expecting a push as well. As you can see, I put some units in those locations because I was also expecting him to just cross over with infantry units. There's his lightning plane. Unfortunately scouting like everything, also giving radio to the mortars. Well, not to this one. Yeah, weird. I thought they have radio. Didn't it say radio? Not quite sure now. Thought it said radio in the division overview. As you can see, there are already lots of units here. He's attacking hard. Got some Panzerschreck. I've got the Hotchkiss here. I managed to get the Rossiori PM in the building. They do have the AT rifle. So I thought if a truck comes, I can shoot them. I've got the Breda gun here and then M32 here because I thought I can shoot them from 2 angles. And this is just a backup unit so that he can't do any shenanigans here. That was the idea. Everything is secured here, as you can see as well. Here I'm kind of shooting from 2 angles, maybe to get some side shots. Got a sniper here, backup vehicles as well, kind of hidden a bit. So I wanted to move them forward when the need arises. Also 2 AT guns here. Yeah, I'm really surprised that there's no mortar now. I thought they had mortar. Not quite sure. Yeah, my Breda is a bit in a pickle, but the Hotchkiss is also... No, it's the car that's shooting that much here. Doing a really good job. And his mortars start firing. I bring my first AA piece against his lightning. And some backup infantry heavy machine gun. Because I thought, well, maybe from here, I thought he maybe branches out a bit, tries to get into the forest, and I wanted to prevent that. And now I bring my mortars to counter him, basically. Nothing happening here in the north. Nothing at all. At least not at the moment. Another Uzor. I've lost the Breda gun here, unfortunately, and I bring the Hotchkiss is not very good, so I bring it together with a fort, and I've immediately got 2 AA pieces. I should kind of spread them out a bit. There's the 3rd mortar. There's a mortar. Lots of mortars. I think that I did switch off APCR and HE shells on these guns because I only wanted to use it against vehicles. There are the mortars coming and the looks, something a little bit more beefy. I'm spreading out the vehicles now. I'm also falling back here. And I still have some units here, and as you can see, the Schwarzlose is actually shooting quite nicely, supported by the Uzor, already pinning down the rifles. And despite all this artillery support, I've basically managed to stop his push. Yeah, this is his Marauder plane. 65 points. Didn't really do that much. Or did it kill? Oh no, it killed the autocar, the armored vehicle. Nothing happening here. It's only lightly defended. I could possibly push through with all these units here. Here I possibly couldn't. This is now on return fire, luckily. I brought out the BF-109, but I couldn't catch this plane. And here he starts shelling my Schwarzlose. My mortars are not yet opening fire, surprisingly. That's a bit stupid. Don't know why. Kind of trying to move away my units because I thought I've got a vision, and as soon as something happens I can move forward these units. Mortar's still not doing anything. I should have, yeah, fallen back my Schwarzlose. Without this unit he might have even snatched this flag from here somewhere. And as you can see, I think he invested a bit of units there, so that led me to reinforce this location. Pathing is a bit not so good. I should have sent them to here maybe. Now, yeah, my M32 goes down to the Sherman, unfortunately. I have nothing really against the Sherman now. The looks a little bit. Still, my mortars are not doing anything. Okay, I've got my BF-109. He brings out his Hellcat to do what? To ground attack this. But I've got some Hotchkisses ready now. And I'm trying to take out his Hellcat. And I succeed, so that's a good win. But there's yet another Hellcat. I need to go back. And his Hellcat is 120 points, so I just killed 120 points. That's pretty cool. And he does not attack. That's the good call here. He's mounting up his Shermans here though. And I am kind of gathering troops here. The Granitieri are really cool because they've got sniper rifles. And his Recon plane is still not going down. Unfortunately, it's so fast. Some Rossiori here, PM with the anti-tank rifle. He's still shelling this location, but there's nothing in here. My mortars are not doing anything, and he managed to shell down my position here, unfortunately. He tried to move forward here, but the Schwarzlose are fighting back. I'm actually constantly contesting his flag here. That's maybe why he started moving forward. He could have moved in cover here, more or less. So good for me that I'm kind of ticking him the whole time. Now again, another of the Marauders. Now with 4 AA guns and a fighter, I should be able to take it down. And here you can see the IAR. I'm preparing my attack here. I'm actually attacking. As you can see, these are very beefy snipers. 10 dudes with a sniper rifle. And now I want to get vision on whatever's going on here. His Hellcat, will it go down? Unfortunately, I'm withdrawing. Otherwise I might have had a chance to kill it. Oh, okay, I killed it nevertheless. That's really good. Second Hellcat down already. One step closer to winning the sky, and I'm bringing some AA here to support my push. He killed my looks here. He's also still collecting his troops. I'm a bit weak here, so it's a good moment to attack the northern front. I don't really have eyes on the targets. He's moving forward now. He will possibly kill my Uso. No, he doesn't. Now they are all shooting, including the sniper rifle, which is obviously really good. And then I bring my first Resita. And you should always bring it with AA, but the AA is already on the way. So that's good. And I keep my more defensive units here. I don't move them forward because I thought, well, maybe my push doesn't succeed. So it's better to have some units at the ready in case he tries to break through. He brings some reinforcements here. My mortars died without doing anything. I didn't use them at all. That's super stupid. I keep my planes circling here. And now I saw that he brought some tanks here. I didn't quite know what, I think. So I withdrew my vehicles because they are not really good at AT. And I thought maybe they are Shermans. And there is actually a Sherman. Yeah. And now he smoked himself off, I think. And I bring the cluster plane scouting here so that the cluster plane has vision. And down go the bombs. And I managed to kill none of the vehicles, unfortunately. Here he is not pushing at all. This is a good position to defend because you don't really get eyes on these buildings, and if you go with your armored vehicles, you get eyes on the armored vehicles. From this house I can apparently shoot. Interesting. So positioning is not that great. I should have positioned them here. I need to remember that this is more like for an HMG or a sniper that doesn't do anything, a recon unit, and then put your AT guy in here. Big mistake. Also in here you get a better vision on the bridge, I think. So not really good. And I brought in a second cluster plane. The receiver I unloaded here because it was too dodgy to bring it forward. And there comes another bomb load of cluster, taking out 2 of the tanks. The Sherman is still here. It did take some damage. And he's trying to hunt me down, but I've got the AA ready. That should be enough, and now it's not enough. I'm losing my plane. I should have maybe tried to micro it or something. So it would be really good. Not sure why the Hotchkiss is here and where is his other half. I don't know. Yeah, and the Hellcat gets away, unfortunately. And he managed to push into the forest, so that's obviously a problem. Yeah, I think that was the Hotchkiss truck was from here, and it was like a misclick or something. Yeah, but instead of reinforcing here, I first reinforce my push here. Want to get into the town. Now the receiver starts shooting. Unfortunately doesn't kill anything. My vehicles are kind of standing in cover of the town. And as soon as they pop out, the receiver hopefully shoots. It's not shooting. Here's his CGMC unit. I don't have eyes on anything at the moment. I think that's why I sent back the bomber. Or do I redirect it? No, not sure what it's going to do. I sent some reinforcements now. They will come too late, I think. He's captured 2 flags, so it's 13-11 for him. But I take out his tanks. I'm in the town with the surrendering this unit, the Pioneers. They have geballte Ladung, so that's really good. Also 2 automatic rifles. The Roscioli Assault with Molotov cocktails and Berettas. And lots of armored cars are coming and more CGMCs. But they are very far behind the front line. He could have moved them here maybe. Maybe he will. Not yet at least. Resita shooting again. And I'm really see how good this Resita is with this rate of fire. Is just incredible. And I managed to take full control of the town. Even snatching this flag. So it's 12-12 despite him standing on my turf. Reinforcements coming in. The Lux is fighting but not succeeding. Someone pinged something. Yeah, he's targeting possibly the unit that got killed here, the Lux. Now targeting the Hotchkiss maybe. Now look at this receiver, this is incredible. This receiver basically stopped the entire armored push here. And it's just sitting there behind, you know, looking at the street. And I'm moving it here on the crossroad. He's ground attacking nothing. So that's really good for me. Can I take down his plane? Not yet. No fighter coming, unfortunately. And down here some fighting goes on. The Horch is shooting at the engineers here. And they will obviously win. And basically the push is almost stopped. It is stopped. Now the mortars are firing at the forest. That's a really good call. Using the mortars trying to suppress my really good units here. Or, well, really good. They are very decent. Now double armored vehicle on the engineer. Sending a panzer, and I want to see what's going on. North is very secure. He's bringing more mortars. And I think I'm maybe ground attacking the mortars and finally killing a mortar. Unfortunately, the supply truck survives. And I bring another M32, which is, I think, supposed to guard the road here, if anything comes. And look at the receiver, basically killing everything. He did manage to snatch this flag, and I'm not daring to move forward, unfortunately. Otherwise, it would have been the double tick. That would have been really good. I do manage to fight him back here. And he brings in his CQC units, lots of Maquisards. Now another bomb run, now my first heavy bomber. Unfortunately, the mortar survives. He's unloading in the town. We are in minute 15, so we are both taking full advantage of our Maverick income. So close here. He's also starting to move here again. I did move a Roscioli across. This Roscioli with the anti-tank rifle. It's only supposed to shoot when it's being shot at, or maybe manually when an armored vehicle arrives. I'm not sending it in the house because it's not necessary. So the Lux and the user are supposed to shoot at whatever counts here. And can they take out the M8 Cav? No, he's withdrawing it. And he's mounting or gathering his troops for another push. Obviously more mortars are coming in. He really likes his mortars and he wants to fight back here in the town. Not sure, they didn't get off their bomb load, unfortunately. There's now too much AA, and now their mortars with radio are here. And the receiver, as I said, has finally arrived at its final location in the forest. It's 2 kilometers range, so really amazing. And I keep this here just to prevent him from crossing over. I don't want to, put everything on black. And I did move the Hotchkiss forward to get the Hotchkiss truck only has 750 meter range. The Hotchkiss is now moving forward a bit as well. It has 2,250 meter range. It's a bit stupid by me that I don't try to get this. I am finally trying, but I should just move to here maybe, and should stop right now and don't actually go into the house. It's sent on return fire, so, but still, I should have stopped right here to get as much double tick as possible. His mortar still alive, his mortar out of shells finally, and I've got some mortars. Are they doing anything? Yes, I'm targeting his mortars, but for whatever reason, they are not doing anything. That's a bit frustrating. He doesn't have that many tanks, but he comes with an aim for A1 now. Medium tank, good tank gun, 130 millimeter. And I don't have a Stuk or anything here. I come with a bomber to attack this location, I think. Let's see the effectiveness. He's moving back his units, I pin them down and kill one of them only. at least something, and I'm still shooting at them. He's probing, but I've got my units here. Also, I've got this pioneer unit, but it's standing a bit behind because of its HE shells. So if someone moves into the forest, they will throw their HE shells. And before that, I don't want it to be seen. Good shot here by the M8 Cav. He's now again pushing with the tanks. It was so stupid to move this unit a bit too much forward. Back to a 14-10. This unit here is stupid that I positioned it here accidentally. I'm not withdrawing the Rosciori. Would have saved it. Move the Grand Sherry a bit forward. And yeah, I've got the Uso here for line of sight, and you know, if a truck comes or infantry, but now it's gone. Really good use of his mortars. I think his AA is too defensive. That helped me a lot. And this front line here is holding, and I'm now shooting back with the M32 and his M8 Cav, and this is standing here defensively. He's trying to shell me again, and he will. And my mortars have a problem. They are not working. If you know why they don't shoot, 3K range. This is within 3K range. I target the ground. I have no idea what went wrong here. It seems to be a bug. It's maybe because they are kind of on a slope. Is that maybe the reason? But it's definitely a bug. I now sent my first off map. The cluster bomber didn't manage to destroy, or did it destroy something here? I think it might have destroyed. Yeah, it did destroy the biggest threat, so that's good. And here I do lots of micro now, if I recall it correctly, to get my planes out. And I actually do. Also, I try to kill his Hellcat, which I also kill. So this is his last remaining Hellcat. I killed 3 of his 4 Hellcats. The off map ain't that great. Okay, now this is a good rate of fire here. I should switch to APCR. I don't. Or do I now? I think I did now. No, apparently not. Yeah, I'm shooting, just stressing the unit. The off map was not fantastic, but I didn't really know what's in here. And I don't know why he's coming closer, because obviously the further I am away, the penetration goes down. I will need to take a screenshot as well at some point. I deny his plane, kind of, but yeah. I sent this to chase it, but it's super slow. Do I actually throw something? No. Yeah, I kind of forgot that it's so slow. There's his AA. And now they are not doing anything. I think I might have moved them now. I think the hero receiver needs to be in the photo. Like so. Let me quickly hide everything. You know how long the match is anyway, because it's on YouTube. There we go. He brought in lots of CQC units now. I kind of reinforced that. I kind of tried to, if he comes here with armored vehicles, to get shots off. That was kind of the idea. And I actually killed the M8 Cav. I'm also fighting off his Maquisards. This unit here with the sniper rifle is absurdly good. Just in case a Panzerschreck, some CQC, the Rosciori should move a bit to the edge of the forest. Still 14-10, because I don't have this flag or the other one. And here now I try to actually cross the river for the first time. In an attempt to, you know, win something. I bring 2 Stuks, a Bofors, just to solidify the position. But his mortar is still super annoying. There's another mortar here shooting at the town. In the north I sent 2 bombers. Yeah, to kind of stop this, I think. No, actually they go for the town. And he is pushing through here now, unfortunately. Okay, 1 bomb goes down here, that's good. And this guy surrenders. These are pinned down. I think I tried to move them forward in an attempt to surrender him as well. It's only 2 models left. Yeah, and now there's too much AA. But it's very defensive AA. He could have put it here, for example, to start shooting a bit earlier. Potentially, well, not here, because I've got... Look at this, I mean. Bam. This Recita is just fantastic. And there comes another M8 Cav. Will it go down to the Recita? There's now Stuk as well. No, it just gets damaged. Bam, look at this rate of fire. I've got the HE shells switched off. I don't want it to shoot at this infantry unit. I don't want to reveal the position. Now the Grenadier is still firing their sniper rifle. Now the Stuk also shooting. But at what? Now my Hotchkiss starts shooting. I put it here because it's got such a bang. Now I bring some more ice. Move the Stuk forward. Here in the town I do manage to kind of get into the town, but his Maquisards obviously in CQC are good. I've got the Pionieri here. The Rossiori are not really good for CQC. Yeah. But I have lots of them, so... And I thought maybe there will be some armored vehicles. His tank doing a good job here. And I've got the flag, so that means 15-9. It's a bit of a shame that I don't make more use of the mortars. The mortar is now going for a very wrong spot. I think I was just trying to stop reinforcements at this point. I marked the this. I don't know if I will actually shoot at it. Here in the north, I'm not contesting this flag at the moment. I'm just holding on here. This guy's still shooting here. I'm also just holding the line because they are not CQC units. Oh, now my sniper goes down, unfortunately. Sending in some reinforcements here. He's got a puck. Shooting at my units here. Stuk 3 is shooting back. I was thinking it could keep the upper hand, but it does not. It's a puck 40, so really good. So I'm actually moving back the other vehicles. I don't make that much use of artillery, unfortunately. Some more artillery would have helped a lot. But I'm holding this flag, making it as uncomfortable for him as possible, trying to force his hand. And we are in C phase, so income is only 80. I've got more units on the battlefield. I've got the air superiority as well. And this unit composition is just, denying everything. And his mortars, he gave up shooting non-stop, luckily for me. Surrendering his units because I decided, well, I push him a little bit. Now his mortars start firing again. And the houses down here, he wants to take back this flag. And I think he will. I should have brought back something here, maybe. I think I still have some Schwarzlose, for example. This is now suppressing his own unit a little bit. This guy just stays here to protect the river. At this range, the Maquisards are not that fantastic with only 1 automatic rifles. one automatic rifle. They are more of a CQC unit. They are not in cover. So I can kill, well, chase them away at least. Panzerschreck here just in case. Here in the north, still some shooting going on. Stuk now shooting with its HE shells. The Grenadieri, I think I've moved them forward a little bit. And in comes his first off-map, I think. 230mm, so quite substantial. And that's the moment when I thought, holy shit, hopefully he's not going to push back hard. Lots of units coming in here through the center, but I don't know why he's deploying them here. It's 59, it's 1 minute 40 to go. I'm still controlling this flag. I'm basically the whole time controlling this flag. This is a mistake I usually make. I let the opponent, you know, steal one flag that I need to protect. So lucky for me, he makes the mistake I usually make. Now this guy is going to go for the MFA1, and now they only start shooting. If they were standing a bit more forward, could have started shooting earlier. And now just about I can unload the bombs, but it's not enough. It was too much suppression. Lots of shelling going on here. I've got some my artillery pieces now in place as well, but I'm not really shooting. These guys actually used up their ammunition, so that's good. There's a reinforcement ammunition truck coming. I finally killed this tank because I decided to put a Resita here, and as you can see, Resita is just amazing. The Stuk's also denying like everything, and now even this M8 Cav won't turn the tide. 28 seconds to go. He managed to win this flag back and cut my units off. Yeah, going down to the Molotov. Another off map, but it does not really matter because he's not going to take this flag back. It's 10 seconds left. Yeah, he brought them here because he wanted to do the off map and then go all in, capture back this flag, which would have bought time, but it was not enough time left. Yeah, congratulations for a good match to PhillyMarauder. KD was in my favor, so that's good. And I just managed to do this early push, and I think that decided it. And his mortars were really annoying, but they couldn't save him in the end, luckily. Is there like a hero unit? Yeah, his M4A1 here did a really good job. His mortar here, the off map. The Maquisards did get some kills. He killed one of my fighters with an AA piece. What are my hero units? Do I have any hero units? See this IAR, 55 points, giving me vision as well. Killed 80 points of mortars, so 40 and 40. The Resita killed like everything that came. The Restory Assault, good job. The cluster bomber was worth it. This Breda was good. The looks helped. This heavy bomber did an okay job as well. Rosiori here in the town towards the end, I think, in the southern town. And this Resita was the one I brought towards the end, and it did get this important kill against this tank unit. I think that's the one with the anti-infantry gun. Yeah. So can we see his... no. Yeah, so that's the match. And yeah, stay tuned for the next battle. Thanks for watching. Until then, bye for now.